Hello out there, wherever you are, whatever planet you happen to be on. We're gonna see Camille Vasquez shutting down Amber's evidence, in quotes. Don't know what that means, but it's probably pretty good. You know, I have been watching a tremendous amount. That's not true. For me, I'm watching a tremendous amount of this. I was actually gonna go on a soliloquy as to like why that made sense, but whatever. You're here for a video. I'm here for a video. Let's just get into it.
Have any medical records reflecting that you required any reconstructive work, do you?
I never required reconstructive work.
What you do have, Miss Heard, are pictures of Mr. Depp sleeping, though, right? The jury saw a lot of those. You took this photograph, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct.
So you decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep on the
Oh my God. Turns out Johnny Depp and I are like very the same. Unless it turns out badly, in which case but I have done that.
floor.
He was passed out.
Let's take a look at Defendant's Exhibit 1091, which is already in evidence. You took this picture as well.
Yes.
And this is the picture that was taken in the Bahamas, right? And this is a picture of Mr. Depp taking a nap on his tropical island, sleeping on the nod on his island.
Oh, he does for real have an island. I don't know if you knew that. I just found that out this week. Like, he has a legit island, and just Google Johnny Depp's island.
They're very different.
Tropical island, sleeping on the nod on his island.
They're very different.
On vacation.
We were on vacation, yes.
You also took this picture, right, Miss Heard?
That's correct. I did.
And this is another picture of Mr. Depp asleep in a chair.
No, he was nodding off. When you're nodding off, you're high on drugs. Didn't even feel the cigarette
Oh, my grandfather's high on drugs. He might be.
in his hand that had off. You're high on drugs. Didn't even feel the cigarette in his hand that had, been burning on his leg. It was cause for alarm for me, naturally, because I cared about him.
It's your testimony under oath.
Wouldn't you just if you're taking the picture, would you just take the cigarette out of someone's hand? Does the lawyer say that? Is the lawyer allowed to say that?
Mr. Depp is holding a cigarette in this picture?
He had been.
You seem to really like taking pictures of Mr. Depp while he's sleeping, don't you? You took this picture of Mr. Depp as well, didn't you?
I did.
You decided to take a picture of Mr. Depp asleep with ice cream spilled all over him, right?
Where he wouldn't even feel ice cream or a lit cigarette on him, and it scared me.
So you
Really?
took a picture of it.
Who clean up after him?
Objection,
protect
Your
him.
Honor, I'm going to move to strike everything after yes. She took this picture.
Still responsive.
The question was, did you take this picture?
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you, Your Honor. Or you would agree with me that this is an embarrassing scene, right? But you sent this picture to one of your friends, didn't you?
I don't recall.
And for ease, we've gone ahead and redacted it.
Yes, I was asking for support. That's correct.
There's no question yet, Miss Heard. So directing your
Oh my! This is actually one of my favorites. I like this. And she's wearing the outfit from The Matrix, which I also really enjoy. Parts 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are pretty much trash, but 1 still holds up. I watched it the other day. Part 1 of The Matrix definitely holds up. The part 2 is just kind of fun. Part 3, the underground rave, don't really get it. And part 4, I only watched it once, but I mean, really?
attention, I'm going to move to admit. So you sent Miss Pennington this picture of Mr. Depp with ice cream spilled on him, right?
That is correct.
And this is you protecting Mr. Depp.
That is me getting support from my best friend.
You weren't afraid the monster would get upset that you took this picture?
The thing in his pants? Or does she mean it in a less favorable manner? I wonder. That's me wondering.
This was Opiate Johnny. This is a different version of him. This is Opiate on the Nod Johnny.
And you weren't afraid that Opiate Johnny, or the monster as you called him, would get upset that you sent this picture to your friend?
Well, he's all of those things. Of course he could get upset. Of course that's scary to me, of course.
That's why I chopped his finger off. To teach the monster a lesson.
But
Didn't stop you from sending this picture to your friend, did it?
why would it?
God, I spent, a few years of my life trying to be less trashy. And it turns out if you're trashy, you just kind of are, I guess, at least for me. A lot of schooling and degrees, things like that. I guess maybe just at heart, we're all trash pandas. Sorry, trash. We're just trash. I don't want to rope raccoons into this because trash pandas are delightful. If you're still here and you want one thing to make you feel a little bit better, let's focus on the shirt. Yeah, think about that and not be happy. Just try. Think about what the cats are thinking, what their dreams and ambitions are. I think you'll find it really difficult to be hateful. Remember, as someone really smart said, goals, they're just dreams with deadlines.